armor that's no longer needed by the U.S. military. President Trump ended an Obama-era ban on distributing surplus items to local law enforcement. Some sheriffs in the Bay Area say this will keep communities safer, but not everybody agrees. Fox 15's Aaron Mesmer live at the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office to explain, Aaron.
Now, Mark, we're talking about all different kinds of military items, from weapons to military vehicles. One presidential order took them away. Another one is putting them back. From SWAT standoffs and riots to high-water rescues, law enforcement agencies throughout the U.S. and Tampa Bay say they relied on high-powered military gear on loan from the Department of Defense. But in 2014,
they took that equipment away from us quick.
Now the Trump administration is hoping to return at least some of it, lifting President Obama's ban on distributing surplus military gear to local police and deputies. Obama's decision was in response to the clashes between heavily armed police and protesters in Ferguson, Missouri, following the shooting of an unarmed black teenager.
It was all about politics. Barack Obama saw some of this equipment used in a couple of the riot situations, and they thought it was inappropriate.
I think President Obama helped to reassure the country that we are still a nation of democracy and we have a right to protest when there are abuses.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd hopes to regain access to things like a helicopter and this armored vehicle whose bulletproof glass saved a deputy's life during a SWAT situation.
So at the end of the day, that equipment was used for two things: to protect law enforcement officers and protect the community.
But the NAACP doesn't see it that way.
We want the police to protect and serve, not to come in and bully. Those kind of weapons help encourage the latter.
The vice president of the organization's Hillsborough chapter believes this allows law enforcement to militarize, and he says that's a frightening thought.
It was a big concern for me, and it should be a big concern for the general population. Those type of weapons don't really solve anything, they escalate it.
And the NAACP worries that this is just going to inflame tensions in the minority communities. Now, the major county sheriffs of America Association says that the local law enforcement agencies have been underprepared to deal with situations like terror attacks or active shooters because of the ban that was put in place 3 years ago. Mark?
Aaron Mesmer, Ybor City. Aaron, thanks very much.